My name is Queen Ezzy, and these are my Sims. Welcome back to another episode of the Sims High School Years Let's Play. This Let's Play has been my problem child of all the video series that I have produced, but I love it dearly. We are back with Parker today, and these are the students that came to school with her. As you can see, this is Sophia Jerks. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to pronounce the name. Jerkson, I guess. So she's from Windenburg. She appeared with her. And then there's Cassandra. Hey girl. Hey future bestie. How you doing? So I did have Parker go ahead and introduce herself to Cassandra, because if you remember from the last episode, I did say that I wanted Parker to be best friends with Cassandra because I felt like they were a better match personality wise. So she's going to introduce herself to Cassandra. Cassandra is looking extra cute, okay? And I'm not sure what I'm doing or talking about right here. As you all know, this is a voiceover because reasons. Alright, so she's like, hey, and then she's like, my name is Parker. She's like, do you have a, she's like, you're a twin? She's like, yeah. She's like, I met your sister the other day in the thrifty shop. She seems cool. She's like, yeah, she is cool. And then they're like goofing around about stuff. They have a good laugh. And then I'm like, okay. They're standing out here in the rain, first of all. And then it's also cold, so they have on their cold weather wear. That's why they're wearing it. Oh, and I was like, let's go ahead and take this selfie, sis, because we don't have time to be trying to build these relationships up over time. So let's go ahead and get these selfies. At least she took normal selfies with her. Don't they look cute with their glasses? She took normal selfies. She wasn't trying to kiss up on her cheek or nothing like her sister. And then we're gonna get Parker to study for her exam. She was about to do something with Sydney. I don't know. I think she was about to go talk to her or something. But I was like, girl, you gotta study for your exam. And then she just did it right there in the rain. And I was like, really? You're just gonna study for your exam standing up in the rain? At least your sister went to go sit down on the bench. Like, have enough sense to go sit down on a bench. You're gonna just in the rain. Just in the rain. Okay, that's fine too. You know, whatever floats your boat, dear. It doesn't really matter to me. Just whatever floats your boat is fine. Like, sure. Then excuse me. So let's see what happens. She's going inside. Oh, she's going to go do her homework. Because I was like, let's see if we have time for her to do her homework. Because she needed to do it 5 times. And so I was like, well, let's see if she's able to do her homework in enough time. We'll see. We shall see. But I don't think she had enough time to finish it. Well, I was trying to see if extra credit helped. That's what I was trying to do. But I don't think she had enough time to finish it. So, yeah. We're like, nope. Yeah, because she had to start going to class. So, I made her come out of that. And, excuse me. She was getting ready for class. I don't know why I'm scrolling through the, like, job panel or whatever. What are you doing past me? I don't know. Okay. So now she's on her way to class. And she pulls her umbrella out again. I'm like, girl, you're confused about how you want to do things. Then she was like uncomfortably wet at one point. And I was like, girl, I don't care about you being uncomfortably wet. Nobody told you to stand up in the rain to study for your exams. Get over it. Like, that was your own fault. You're the idiot for that one. But yeah, so in her classroom is full too. Of course, there's only 6 desks, but all 6 desks are filled. And Cassandra's behind us. Hey, Cassandra girl, bestie. Then we have Sophia. Sophia strikes me as like an overachiever. She really does strike me as an overachiever. So we have her in the front row. She's also in class with Kaori, which is Kiyoshi's girlfriend. Then Wolfgang is in the back, and Ash is over to the far right. Well, far left of the sim, far right for me looking at the computer screen, and for you all too looking at the screen. Class is going just about as you would expect, in this environment. I mean, they're studying or whatnot. I think this is an exam though. Or at least she has an exam at one point, because it's Friday and exams are on Friday. So I don't know what she was doing right there. Yeah, take exam. I don't know why she just all of a sudden popped up out of her seat and just decided to stand there. But I was like, girl, if you don't sit your sticks down, like I had this this teacher at the high school that I went to. I never had her class, but I had friends who were in her class, and this is our senior year, so she's a senior English teacher, and she would always say, if somebody got up without permission or whatever, she would say, sit your sticks down. And it was just so funny. We were like, you want to say sit your ass down, but you can't say it. So she'd be like, sit your sticks down. Oh man. So now we're getting her to study for the next exam that she has to take. She was talking to Cassandra, but I was like, girl, we're gonna have to catch you later. We gotta study for this next exam. And Cassandra's like, all right, catch you later. I almost called her Bella. Lord. And then we have, who is that? Kaori? Yeah. Kaori's like, hi. I don't know if she's talking to us, because we sure not talking back. I don't know. Maybe she's talking to the teacher or something. But, yeah. We had to try to study for this exam. And then I was like, speed this shit up. I think it's so weird that the teacher would sit there like that. Well, first of all, I think it's weird that she's studying for her exam in the classroom that she was in before, because you would be getting ready to change classes, so somebody else would be coming in. Also weird, the teacher telling us we're friends with Cassandra Goff. I heard she's great. Teacher, we did not give you our telephone number, so that would be inappropriate. Don't do that again. It's yeah. So yeah, I kind of sped through this because I was like, girl, hurry up with this studying. Then I was trying to figure out why she was so uncomfortable, but that's because she's tired. And also because she's a lone wolf, so she was stressed out about that. So I had her come over into this next room to try to, get away from, because I think there was a teacher or somebody in there, try to get away from them so they could that moodlet would kind of go away. So as soon as she came over here and then she left out, you see it started to flash down there. But then she had to go back into this classroom because she had her exam in this classroom. I'm like, girl, excuse me, you might as well have stayed over here and got over your little lone wolf little moodlet. Okay, and then everybody's coming back in for the exam. I'm coming back in to take a seat. Cassandra sat in the front row, and then she said, oops, I'm sorry, wrong class, gotta go, bye. So then it just left the 5 of them, and everybody's on their phone. I know a lot of people are annoyed by this, but I find this quite hilarious because this is real life. Everybody's on their damn phones. Every chance you get, that's all people are doing. And it's so funny because I know I'm finna sound real old, but it's people don't talk, they don't have conversations anymore because everybody's texting or messaging or DMing or whatever it is they doing these days. I know I sound old, but I'm just saying, nobody conversates anymore. So I leave that alone. That feature with them always on their phones, I leave that alone because I leave that as a representation of, hey, this is us as a society. And it's so funny because I hear the people saying, this is so annoying. Like, why is everybody on their phones? I'm like, hello. That is what people do nowadays. And yeah, it is annoying, but people still do it. I was like, this is us. Like Jordan Peele, this is us. What's what we do. We're on our phones all the time. No matter what's going on, we are on our phones. So yeah, I leave that little piece in there because it cracks me up every time I see it. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, it does, you know, get to a point where you try to have your Sims do something and they're doing the phone, but again, it's just so realistic. I was like, I can't like knock it or be mad at it because it's hella realistic. Like, that happens. Oh, she has a headache because of her exams. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why she has a headache. But I would after I went through that. So she's now an A student, which is awesome. And we're trying to get ready for prom. I forgot to have Sawyer work hard or study hard, so she's still a C student, unfortunately. But we still have time for her to pull her grade up if I send her to school a couple days alone. I'll probably do that while we're off camera, because after prom, you know, we'll just be waiting around for graduation anyway. So probably a couple days off camera, I'll send her to a school by herself. This is Gemma from the Spellcaster world, Realm of Magic, rather. And then that Ava, which is a lunch lady, I gave her a makeover, but again, I had so many problems with this pack. I had showed her in the original video, but I just didn't think to show her again. It's like, whatever. So here I'm getting ready to take Parker to the thrifty shop, because that's like the hangout. You know, it reminds me of I think every TV show like in the 90s, because that's my generation, had like a hangout spot for the kids to go after school. So like Saved by the Bell, I think it was like the Max or something like that. I forget what it was in Moesha, and the Parkers, but like every spot had this place that you just go to, that they would all go to hang out in. So that's what the thrifty place reminds me of. Here is Jeffrey Landgraf. I had to put him in his, because I don't know what the hell he's in right now, so I had to put him in his clothing. Here he is, Jeffrey Landgraf, looking quite handsome, actually. I mean, if you can call Jeffrey Landgraf handsome. I mean, maybe not the original version that was in this game, but my version is quite handsome. And just gonna get her to take care of her knees really fast, because she's exhausted and she had to pee and she like needed some fun. Like, her knees were all over the place, but she had a good day at school though. She had a good day at school. And as we're seeing people come into the shop, you know, I was trying to like look around and see who we had. Oh, that lady right there is Sophia's mom, and I was like, let me put her in her everyday outfit as well, because I don't know what the hell they had her in. Maybe that was a look, a trendy look or something. I have no idea. But yeah, and Sophia looks just like her. Like, look at that side profile. If you can like remember from the beginning, Sophia looks just like, who's like, oh my gosh, Dwayne, he's so cute. I was like, well, this is my version of him. I think in the earlier video, one of the earlier videos before I put my version in, I was like, he a whole snack. He really is a whole snack with me, because I made him into one. But he was a snack beforehand, but he really one now. He like a meal. So I had her introduce herself to him and like, you know, just talk to him. She's like, hey Dwayne, where you been? Like, we haven't seen you in a while. And he's just like, oh yeah, I had to take care of some things, you know, just some stuff happened, had to get some stuff settled before I could come back or whatever. And she's like, oh, okay, well, it's good to see you back. He's like, I appreciate that. Like, and he's like, don't you have like a twin sister? She's like, yeah, Sawyer. He's like, okay, I thought I remembered it too. So then she got up because she's like, "Oh, I'm tired," and I'm like, "Girl, get over it. We finna go talk to this handsome young man here." And then she went over there. I wanted them to sit together and talk, so I was like, "Let's form a group," because I was like, "Where did Dwayne go?" He's over there looking through clothing. And I was like, "But I want the two of you to sit down and talk. Like, I want y'all to, have a conversation, get to know each other, I mean, I feel like she would have a crush on Dwayne. I feel like Dwayne is more laid back. Like, he's not into the whole popularity fashion type scene like her sister is and the crowd that she hangs out with. So I feel like Parker would be more comfortable with that. Oh, she was looking at a fashion show just then. I was like, fashion show? And so it ended up not working out. So they couldn't sit down. And I was like, you know what? It's too many distractions here. Let me take you to a spot where there are less distractions. So we end up going with him to the actual park because I was going to go to the pier plum bite. I keep wanting to call it a pier, but the plum bite area with the Ferris wheel. But I was like, nah, Parker ain't that type of person. She likes to be by herself. Like, there's too much going on. Her loner trait would act up if she went there. So I just had them go to the park, and it's still raining, of course, but at least she uses an umbrella. My guy Dwayne is not using any kind of an umbrella. But then I was like, let's go ahead on and take a picture with him so we can get their relationship up, because again, at this point I'm over it. I don't have time to be dealing with that crap. So yeah, I was like, ew. Let's just go ahead on and do this part. Excuse me. They're very cute together, don't you guys think? I think they're cute. I think they would make the cutest couple. Look at them. I think they would make the cutest couple. So then after that, I was like, let's go ahead on and see if I was looking for the option to ask him to prom, and I thought it was under high school, but it wasn't. And I was like, oh, here it is, prom. Now, I was thinking about asking him to prom just like a regular action, but I was like, nah, I feel like she'd ask him as a friend. Just, she's socially awkward, so I feel like she would want to ask him as a date, but she'd end up being like, nah, not you doing the side kick in the air, bruh. And he's like, I guess I'll go to prom with you. And I'm like, we're just gonna pretend like he said, sure, I'll go to prom with you, not I guess I'll go to prom. What you mean you guess you'll go to prom with us? You'll go to prom with us because we are worth it. What are you talking about? You guess. You don't use you guess. I guess. Bruh, please. So I was checking to see if that was actually his winter wear, and it was. I was like, what are you wearing? Did I give you that? Apparently I did. Like I said, y'all, I got a whole bunch of CC since I first remade him, because he was part of my save file too. So I've gotten a bunch more CC since then. So now we're gonna go. We're going to go sit somewhere together, or what were we doing? I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just going to take her home because she's tired, and, let's just go to the house on this. Let's just move it to the house and check on everybody else too, because at this point, like, I had been gone all day. So I'm like, let's check on everybody else, see how everybody else is doing, how they feeling, what they looking like, all of that good stuff. And we get back to the house, and Parker's needs are shot, of course, as usual with these things. But Sawyer is pretty good. She's just a little tired. She had her pajamas on, like she was in the bed, but she wasn't sleeping, so I don't know what that was about. But I think it was like at this point where I was gonna have her shower so she can put on some clothes, like, because I wanted to MC command her clothes, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna let them decide. So I had her shower, Pops is always in this damn robe. So I was like, bruh, we finna put some clothes on you because I'm sick of you in that damn robe every damn day. Like, do you shower, my guy? Do you shower? Every day you're in that robe. So I got Parker some food, and then after that, let her go to bed because she was exhausted, y'all. Y'all saw her bar. She was all the way in the red. But she was also hungry, so let her eat dinner. And then when Sawyer got out of the bathroom, she had that same outfit on. I'm like, girl, you got 5 total outfits. Can you pick another outfit? But I picked it for her. I was like, girl, you done wore that too many times. It's time for a change. You act like that's the only outfit you have. Apparently, that's her favorite outfit. So I picked that one instead, which I still think is very, very cute. I love that outfit. It's so adorable. And then this is the point where I was like, we're going to invite Malcolm over so we can ask him to prom, because it's Friday night and prom's the next day. I'm like, we running out of time. Like, I don't have time to like wait another day to ask him. I need to go ahead on and ask him now. So I was like, let's just invite him over and we'll get it. And I was like, wait a minute, who the hell is this walking through our house? It's damn Jeb with his good guy sweater on. Looking like Chucky. Like, bruh, what are you doing walking through our house? I was like, get out of here, Jeb. We didn't invite you in. We didn't invite you over. Just walking through our house like it's nothing. Then Malcolm is all upset. Look at how he's stomping. I'm like, uh-oh, maybe we do need to call Jeb. Hey, Jeb. I'm just kidding. No, but Malcolm was, he's upset about something. Of course, we don't know what he's upset about. I'm not telling what happened. He probably got into it with his parents or something because they wouldn't, I don't know, let him get the keys to the Ferrari today. That's how I imagine they live, even though I know Sims 4 don't have any cars, but that's how I imagine the land grabs would live. They would have like, sports cars and all that type of stuff. He's like, Mom and Dad won't give me the keys to the Ferrari for prom tomorrow. So he's all stomping around because he's mad because of that. And Sawyer's like, well, maybe you should just, maybe they'll give you a limousine. He's like, but the Ferrari is so much cooler. Yeah, perhaps. But she's like, why did they say that? Why won't they let you have it? And he was like, they say that teenagers are reckless and drive too fast. And they say they know that I'll drive too fast. She's like, nah, probably so. He's like, what? She's like, look, I mean, I can't argue with him about it. I mean, you probably would drive fast. And you drive fast. He's like, yeah, but still. She's like, I bet the whole reason why you want the Ferrari in the first place is because you're trying to race your little goofy friends. And he just like gives her this look like, how do you know that? And he's got this, still has this angry look on his face like, and so what if I am? And she's like, well, that's the reason why your parents are not falling for that mess. They know better. And she was like, anyway, you get over it. Like, it's just a car. It's not like it's, your life or anything. You'll be fine. You can get past that. He's like, you just don't understand. She's like, well, whatever. Have it your way. But while we're on the subject of prom, and you've gotten that off of your chest, she's like, are you done? He's like, I'm done with this conversation once we walk away. Ooh. She's just like, what the hell? And so I was like, where the hell is he going? He was like stomping towards the back. I think he was gonna go knock over their trash, but she's like, hey, Malcolm. And he does an about face rather, and comes stomping back. Like, bruh, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings about your parents' car. It's their car. Like, he was like, yeah, just would have been cool. She tried to make a funny face. He was like, what are you doing? She's like, ugh, tough crowd. He's like, so then she tries something else to like try to make him laugh as we're trying to like, oh, he's happy. I didn't even notice that. I'm noticing that now. He's happy, feeling confident now. I was trying to make him laugh so he could stop being angry. So apparently it worked. He just didn't want to admit it. He was being too macho to admit that it worked. So next, she kind of she has to go to work. So I'm like, okay, we'll go to work. But eventually we talk about like going to prom. So like my interactions are failing because I was gonna flirt, but that interaction beforehand like didn't work out, so I canceled the flirt interaction. Then she tried to go to bed, and I was like, girl, no, you got stuff to do. So this is when I asked him to prom, and I'm like, ooh, I hope this works. And I didn't have any like special promposal signs or nothing like that. I don't even know how to do that yet. I think I saw it, but Oh, and he says, yes, I would love to go to prom with you. And I was like, oh, okay. They got a little bit of romance there, even though the bar didn't show up. But I'm like, okay, cool. And so we're going to prom with Malcolm Landgrab, the Malcolm Landgrab. You know how I imagine that people would say his name, as a matter of fact, I just said his name like that. They gave a hug. Aww. I imagine that people would say his name like the dude from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Okay, yeah. So if you don't know what that show is, that means that I'm old. But anyway, I imagine that people say his name like that. Like, today we're looking at the fabulous home of Malcolm Landgrab. That show used to be fun. Then we got her mom, Chantel, got a promotion. So I was like, okay, promotion. And Sawyer's going off to work. Malcolm is still in our home. I don't know if I told him to. I may have clicked on like Chantel or somebody and told him to leave. Because he's still walking around in our house. Or he might be leaving on his own. I don't know. I might have told Sawyer to tell him to leave beforehand. I'm not sure. But anyway, so then Chantel goes to bed, but I think she had to like eat or something. I don't know. She's still asleep. I put the dad back to sleep because I was like, bro, everybody in here is sleeping. I'm not finna have you roaming around. Like, go to bed. And I also saved because again, y'all know how I feel about the save. Like, whew. I just hope that when I load back into my file again, that we're at the same place that we were before and I don't have to replay anything. The only time when it's appropriate for you to wear that robe to bed, my guy. The only time. And then Sawyer got like $52. I saw that. I was like, dang girl, $52. That's good for a teenager in The Sims working a job. $52 in a day. Yeah. So next time I think I'm gonna hopefully next time it'll be prom, but I'm gonna try to work on her career a little bit more because I'm not sure like how to with trendy. I'm not really sure how that works. It's kind of difficult selling the clothes. So I'm gonna try to work on that, and then I'm gonna try to work on getting her promoted. Also trying to work on Parker as well. Like, I figured out how to get her the entrepreneur skill, which is from live streaming. So I'm gonna continue to try to build their stuff up. And then I was just talking about like how I hope that prom is an actual thing in my game because I have yet to experience that. I get like, at first it wasn't even showing up on my calendar. So y'all saw that it just showed up on my calendar. It wasn't even showing up on my calendar at first. And even when on the files that it showed up on, I never got the actual invitation to go. Like, I got the what was it? Like once I got a notification to go to like a party beforehand, but when prom came around, like I never got the pop-up saying, okay, it's time for prom. And I researching, I have heard that the events conflict with it. So like if you have an event scheduled from like what is it, the Get Famous pack, I saw online some people were disabling that because they said that was interfering with it. Like if there's an event based on that pack on the same day as prom, it was interfering. So I was like, well, I don't want to disable the pack, but if I have to, I guess I will. But you know, it is what it is. Hopefully the Sims team can go ahead on and get that fixed, because that is yet another list of things that they need to add to patch with this game. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully prom happens in this game, and if not, I'll come up with like a plan B to actually set it off. So we'll see what happens though. Also, we have to throw a party. Sawyer has to throw a party, so we have to get that together. Maybe we'll do like an after party for prom, unless we get invited. We'll probably get invited to an after party, so we'll figure something out about her throwing a party. It will happen. Hopefully they don't get any like bad mood lists from that. I'm just really hoping prom works, honestly. And we'll leave off with Parker. If you enjoyed the content that you've watched, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.